This video is inspired by a book called The Cardboard Palace by Elaine L. Webster. It follows a young homeless boy called George who lives in the streets of Palace. Throughout the book you see several people feel sorry and show sympathy for him, but unfortunately very few actually act or help him out. This could be due to something called the bystander effect.
What you are witnessing is known as bystander apathy or the bystander effect. It occurs when a group of people fail to act on a situation where action is needed. And, unfortunately, even though 5 people saw the stabbing happening, not one of them intervened or even contacted the police until it was too late.
Bystander apathy is a psychological phenomenon in which one person is less likely to act if there are others around. Although bystander apathy technically isn't the right term, because it was discovered in 1960 that the bystanders do still feel sympathy and sorrow for the person in need. The reason it is still such a widely used term today is to cause dramatic effect in media such as the news. It doesn't have to be something as serious as a stabbing though. It can range from many things, from something as serious as a stabbing or to something as minute as a piece of equipment not working properly. The bystander effect can be directly linked to another psychological phenomenon known as diffusion of responsibility. It states that the more people around, the less likely any of them will act. This is because people often see others doing nothing and assume that nothing needs to be done, or that someone else has already done something. Now, I know when most people think about this, they think something like, I wouldn't just stand there, I would do something. But unfortunately, most of the time this isn't true. In the 1960s, several experiments were conducted by John Darley and Bibb Latany, and subjects were put in a room under the premise of filling out questionnaires. Smoke would start to enter the room, and it would be recorded whether they acted on it or not. When there was only one person in the room, 75% of people reported the smoke almost immediately, but when there was more than one, only 10% people reported it. Unfortunately, these things are happening on a much larger scale in real life as well.
The murder of Kitty Genovese is widely considered the first major example of the bystander effect and is what caused research and experiments on the topic. Kitty Genovese was a 28-year-old woman who was on her way home after a day at work when she was sexually assaulted and stabbed in front of 38 people. Her attack lasted for half an hour, during which the attacker stabbed her and then retreated after attracting some attention. He then later returned 10 minutes after to finish the assault. During this time, Kitty screamed and pleaded for help, but unfortunately no one did anything until after Kitty had died. There have been many more instances of the bystander effect since Kitty's death, with some of the most notable ones being Raymond Zach and the death of Wang Yu. Raymond Zach was a 50-year-old man who committed suicide by walking into an ocean and waiting to die. The suicide took nearly an hour, but he eventually drowned. During this hour, 75 bystanders stood and watched. These bystanders included the local police, fire brigade, and several other citizens. Even though there were so many people on scene, unfortunately, not one of them was able to help.
These are very serious examples, and hopefully you'll never be part of it in real life, but just in case, here are some helpful tips to overcome the bystander effect. Firstly, if you are the unfortunate victim, try singling out one person and asking them for help specifically. This may be hard depending on what is happening, but this makes it a lot harder for the person to say no, and there's a higher chance that they will help you out in some way or another. Secondly, if you are ever witnessing one of these events, hopefully having watched this video will have helped. One of the main ways to overcome the bystander effect is to be aware of it and be able to take mental steps to stop it from affecting you. Hi everyone, thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful and informative, or at least not too boring. I'd like to give a big thanks to Joe Walker who helped with some of the editing of this video. I'd also like to thank everyone who helped out with the filming of the little clip you saw at the beginning of this video.